If you told me a week ago that the All Blacks would leave Buenos Aires without the points and the Rugby Championship would be perfectly split at 1 win each, I'd have said, pass whatever you're having. But here we are. Welcome back to Rugby from the Stands. Today, let's dissect Argentina's 29-23 stunner over New Zealand. Let's look at what the numbers actually say, where the table sits, and what to expect from the Eden Park blockbuster on September 6th. Then we'll check in on Australia and why this Wallabies team suddenly looks interesting. Let's start with the data that matters from today's game with Argentina v New Zealand. Argentina didn't just win, they controlled it. 60% possession, 57% territory. And they turned that control into 5 penalties and 2 converted tries. New Zealand scored 3 tries, sure, but they were stuck defending long stretches and racking up 187 tackles with a lower completion than the Pumas. That will surely wear you down. Collisions were the difference. Argentina piled up 388 post-contact meters and 6 line breaks to New Zealand's 1. When you're winning contact like that, your 10 can point at the post and keep the boat ticking. Santiago Carrera's boot was money. Meanwhile, the All Blacks handed over the momentum with 3 yellow cards. Jordan, Va'i, and Rees. If you play 10 to 20 minutes, a man down in a test like this, and you're basically giving away field possession and points. Some key shout-outs in today's game for Pablo Matera. He led carries. Bautista Delgay, he shredded with line breaks. And Scott Barrett was a tackling machine. But the bigger story is structure. Argentina had set-piece parity. They had their restart secured and the composure to bank points. Let's look at the table as it stands. After 2 rounds, it's beautifully messy. All 4 teams at 1 win and 1 loss. Bonus points have New Zealand on 6, Australia at 5, South Africa at 4, and Argentina at 4. And literally, anyone can grab momentum from here. Now, moving forward, the next game, circle September 6th. I'm sure most of you already have. All Blacks versus Springboks at Eden Park. It's sold out already. And here's the shadow over the fixture. The All Blacks haven't lost a game since 1994. That's 30-odd years of aura and 51 games, unbeaten streak. Team news also matters. The Boks currently don't have their talismanic captain Siakolisi. I doubt Peter Steff will be available. Not really sure what's his situation. Jasper Wiese only returns in the Wellington game. Kurt Liarenza, hope he'll be fit as well. The All Blacks have their own concerns. Patrick Tuipulotu is out. Anton Leonard-Brown was under HIA protocols, but he could be back by Auckland. Really, really hoping that Cam Roigard will be fit and ready. It also looked like Cortez Ratima went off with an injury to his ribs. And Noah Hotham's will probably not be ready as well. So right now we're down to Finlay Christie and Kyle Preston. So that's not looking great for at number 9 for the All Blacks. But fingers crossed, Cam Roigard should be fit and ready. Let's keep an eye out for Cam Roigard's news. With respect to South Africa, I would expect the Springboks to lean into aerial pressure, maul threat, and scoreboard discipline. I liked what I saw, especially what Eben was doing around the field and also at the lineouts. They never allowed the opposition to get any sort of advantage with some of the dark arts. Not anything unlawful, but you literally know Eben Etzebeth understands how to maul. It didn't go really well last week, but this week they were a lot more sharper and a lot more tighter. And I expect more of that um, in uh, in this September 6th game against the All Blacks. I would expect more Cape Town style rugby from the box than Ellis Park for sure. For New Zealand, the to-do list is clear. They have a lot of things to fix. They'll need to tidy the line out, they'll need to cut penalties, and get their exit game humming so they're not defending 12 phase sets in their own half like they did literally a few hours ago. Eden Park still gives the All Blacks the slight edge, but if the box control tempo and keep the whistle quiet, this is a coin flip. How's Argentina and Australia looking? Honestly, Australia feel different under Joe Smith. I think we've been talking about that in the last video as well. They were brilliant in that 38-22 comeback at Ellis Park. Then, honestly, they could have nicked it in Cape Town. If the goal kicking was better, Australia could have won it. I can see some really good shape coming out of Australia. The back three are lively. Now it's about decisions and the tee. What about Argentina? Well, that was a statement. After a rough 41-24 opener, they came back and won the contact battle against New Zealand. If they can reproduce that carry and kick balance in Townsville on September 6th and Sydney on September 13th, they'll trouble the Wallabies. The caveat is set piece away from home, particularly line-out accuracy under pressure. But the bigger picture, we've got a live championship. New Zealand have the edge in the table and Eden Park as well as a venue. But South Africa have the game to choke the life out of anyone on their day. Australia are trending up. Argentina just proved they can take heavyweight punch and come back swinging. Roll in September, everyone. This is the most competitive rugby championship we've ever seen, and the tournament's wide open. It's anyone's tournament. If you enjoyed the breakdown, drop a like, drop a comment, share it with your fellow rugby tragic, and tell me, who's your pick at Eden Park? Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll see you after the break week. Thanks.